Hello, I just wanted to forgive me, everybody. We're running a little late. We were actually masterminding. We were telling some of the secrets of the universe, and we're gonna share some of that with you right now. I'm super excited. I got. How mysterious is this? All we can see is his name is Scott. Uh, it's funny because of the way I hype this up. It really kind of how I highlight how basically promoted this thing was there's these top secret Bing leaders. Oh, we're getting some feedback. Let me get rid of that. There we go. All gone. All right. So my name is Chad. Let me tell you a little bit about me real quick so you can know who I am. My name is Chad. My home is in Michigan. However, I'm not in Michigan. It's freaking cold there right now, and a lot of snow. I heard like 17 inches in the last this was like one day.
Oh man.
Storm had 17 inches of snow, and so if you could imagine being in that,
Wow.
I wouldn't even want to think about it because it'll just make me just so more grateful that I am where I am. So I'm actually in Florida, or Florida. I'm in Florida. I'm not in Florida. I'm in California, which is where Scott is, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So California because I can, right? I am. The coolest thing is I've been doing this internet stuff for about 2 years now, and I
Mhm.
finally started learning some of these secrets that you're gonna learn if you stay to the end of this whole hangout here. And you're gonna get some massive, massive, massive value on one of the new hottest traffics out there.
Mhm.
This is like this is on fire, especially in certain if you know how to tweak and do some certain things that we're going to be teaching you on this hangout. There's like some so that you can pay 70, 80, $1 a click on this thing, but we're going to teach you some of the tricks on how you can get down to like paying. I've seen one of these guys get 2, 3 cent clicks on this on Bing, right? Bing is huge, huge, huge right now. Like when it first came out, I thought it was kind of a joke. I'm like, how are you going to even ever touch Google? But now that Facebook has started to move it, and then iOS, which is Apple's search platform, or their phone platform, is now using Bing. So if you can imagine all the traffic between Facebook and between Apple, it's just become huge with the traffic, and so we're able to jump on this really, really kind of early in the game. If you could think of being on AdWords back in the day when you could just get ridiculous. Maybe some of the older folks on here that have been in marketing. I only heard stories. I wasn't around that long. I just know that it was like a Black Sunday. There was a lot of people jumping off tall buildings, and Google decided to stop letting
Yeah.
uh, but so let me introduce the people on here. I'm just super pumped because like I just keep on getting higher and higher quality folks on my webinars. So first, let's do Matt Zed. He's over in the UK. If Matt, if you want to kind of tell a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go to Scott here.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for inviting me, Chad. Yeah, I live in the UK, so it's pretty cool. I get to do these international over the pond webinars. I first sort of came across internet marketing back in 2008, something like that. I'd sold a few ebooks on eBay and done a few bits and pieces like that. But I always struggled. I tried selling on ClickBank, but I didn't. There was no culture in place, and there was no people. There wasn't a team to encourage me. and to push me forward, and guide me. And I think we've found quite a good vehicle now. It's a great vehicle. Good, it's got great culture. Yeah, that's me really, and I'm really, to be honest, I feel like I'm just getting started. I've found a great system, which we're going to talk about later. Bing, pay-per-click, and I'm seeing some good results, and I'm confident it's a system I can build on every day. And I'm a numbers guy, so I like to see those numbers going up bit by bit every day. So yeah, that's a bit about me. Was that all right, Chad?
Yeah, perfect, man. So Scott, let me talk a little bit about Scott really quick. I've gotten to meet Scott a couple of times, and it's usually at these events he'll just randomly show up. When the jet's fueled and to go. No, no, I love this guy. We do random. He'll send me a link and he'll say, "Let's mastermind," and then 45 minutes to an hour later, I have like huge breakthroughs, and I feel like it's just crazy the stuff that's coming out of his camp over there. And he's been kind of in our system for a while, and I think he could probably still does some stuff with it, but he's kind of been doing a bunch of cool stuff where he has his own community that all he does is train on Bing, and all he does is give tons of value. This guy is just a value, just nonstop value. It's just funny. And so, Scott, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and I just want to appreciate you for coming on here.
No, thanks, Chad. I appreciate you for bringing us together, and that's so right, guys. My name is Scott Raley. I live out here in California, and what I love about Google Hangouts and having an online business is that you really just never feel alone. You know what I mean? I can remember the days when I got started in my MLM business. When you're getting business cards, you're getting the drop cards, the postcard marketing. You feel alone out there. I mean, you guys know what I mean. People that are in the company that are working with you. Well, there is no network to work together and see what he's doing that's working for him and what this leader over here is doing that's working for him. And so this community that we're a part of, you know what I mean, and the systems that we use, we're connected to seven-figure playbooks, seven-figure masterminds. And part of these masterminds is mindset development, right? And like Matthew Zeb over there, he said, a community that's going to push him, a community that's going to uplift him, drive him. And a lot of times we join these businesses and we feel alone. And here on an online business, we're going to show you how to run a webinar from a Google Hangout, how to close clients, upwards of $5,000 commissions. And these are the kind of opportunities and possibilities that are at your fingertips when you get around people who actually know what they're doing in an online setting. And so that's what I really appreciate about being here, is that I don't have to feel alone anymore. I don't have to struggle anymore. If I'm struggling with something, I can contact one of my homeboys like Chad and say, "Hey, Chad, what's working for you right now on Facebook? Where are you getting most of your signups?" And Chad's like, "Hey, man, Craigslist is killing it right now. I just had a webinar last night, and I dropped a ton of value." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Here's the link. Go check it out." And in the online setting, it's just a bunch of value spewing out of everyone that's succeeding. And so when I was working my MLM business, it was like everybody was dressed up in a suit and tie and faking it till they make it. Even I was faking it till I make it, because that's what I was taught that to make it, right? So it's like monkey see, monkey do, until you actually get around actually really walking the walk and doing what you truly want. And that is freedom. That's family. That's lifestyle. That's an internet business. And, there's not a big learning curve. And what excites me the most is someone that learns a step-by-step strategy A simple like, okay, Scott, show me how to sign up here. How do I take my website and place it here? Okay, I got that down. I know how to do that. And I take these keywords, or I get this image and I place the headline here. Okay, I can do that. And they learn a simple process, like a work from home mom, right? A mom that's never had any success in any online setting is learning simple methods of operation, daily income producing activities, right? Income producing activities, not the activities where you're calling up Vistaprint and you're getting business cards when you don't even need business cards, right? Business cards are a waste of time when you're on the internet because you got all these high profile classified customers and clients right at your fingertips on Facebook using the Facebook graph, you know, and you got these Facebook groups where you know if this person is in a marketing mastermind group on Facebook, they're going to be perfect for most likely what you're offering. And so it's all about connections. It's all about building relationships in setting. You can attract those people to you, and it's all about, you know, learning value, applying what you learn, sharing value. And you don't get that anywhere else but inside a mastermind like we have here. So I really appreciate this. You know, I've struggled for many years just like everybody else. I'm not someone who, you know, just learn things overnight. It takes a lot of failing. So by all means, guys, if you ever thought that success is just some secret key, then you got it all wrong. You know, success takes a lot of testing, a lot of just running into a brick wall and then jumping over or going through it and then keep pushing forward. And if you have that mindset, like, hey, man, I really want to get free. I really want to make $10,000 a month. I see everybody else around me having $10,000 months. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm not going to even blame myself. I'm going to take control of my life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And you won't have that opportunity unless you get around people who are going to lift you up like this community here. So, you know, guys, we're not going to really go into a bunch of technical stuff right now. We're just going to kind of share what's working for us, what kind of things you should be focusing on in 2015. And obviously that's a business model, right? Like the other brother said, an engine, right? A vehicle. And the vehicle that you're looking for is something that's high converting. Something where if you send 10 of your friends that are business owners that have a money mindset, that are actually interested in making some form of income on the internet, if you send 10 of those friends, you know at least one of them are going to whip out their credit card and buy without having to pick up the phone, without having to knock on your door or you knock on their door. They're actually going to buy your system because they too want to join along with you. And that, my friend, is a high converting offer. At least one person buys. And so that's what you're looking for in 2015. You're looking for a community where you can gain the marketing knowledge and the value that's going to get you to that next level where you want to go. Not a bunch of people faking it till they make it. Not a new hyped up opportunity that just came out, because I'm telling you what, guys, it's the same people I see every single day posting their links about a new opportunity that just came out, when you know in your heart that they're going to be posting a new opportunity within 6 months, and that old opportunity is going to be wiped off the face of the earth because it didn't work, bad leadership, bad management, wasn't a good business model. But those same people are getting just thrown into these opportunities not knowing that you need something that's been working, that's proven to work. And so that's what you should be focusing on. And then the next thing is how you're going to get your leads, how you're going to get your traffic, right? And investing into courses, investing into coaching. And that's what I've been focusing on, guys. If you ever wanted to know the difference between buying products and coaching, is you actually have someone showing you what's working for them. You know, you can buy courses out there, you can buy products, right? But a lot of times what they're teaching in those products is old news, doing today, right? What they're doing in that product, it worked for them a year ago or 6 months ago, but what's working now is they're not even teaching that because that's their own little secret. And so that's why I prefer coaching, and that's why I do a lot of coaching, because I'm like, hey, look, I just made $250 this morning from a credit loan offer that I'm running traffic to, right? And if I can't show that to anybody in a product, I do that in my coaching students because I want to make sure that my coaching students make some money. And so that's what also you should be focusing on, is how to get a hold of someone who can coach you, right? And Chad might offer private coaching. He might offer an hour coaching session if you upgrade and get all in on his team. And so you should be looking for opportunities to find a community, someone to coach you. You know, I mean, if you're going to go up that mountain, that always made sense to me, right? If it's snowing outside, it's Mount Everest, and you need to get up and over the other side, it's life or death. Would you take your family over the mountain alone and say, I'm going to figure it out? Or would you find the guy who's done it 5,000 times and who's looking to show a family how to get over the mountain, and he knows he's got a 95% success rate if you just follow him? And if you're willing to do in that and say, damn, I'm going to lose my family in the respect of them if I don't make the right decision here. And if you love your family, you're going to make the right decision. You're going to let that Sherpa guide you guys over the mountain safely and do it in a way where they know where the crevices are, or the bad, and he's going to show you his blueprint, right, his plan. And that way that you guys are going to be safe. That way you guys can have freedom on the other side. That way you guys can gain the benefits that other people that will make the wrong decision and try to figure it out on their own, and they'll fail every single time. Just like those same people who join opportunities that are brand new that haven't even proven themselves, and they're joining this different opportunity every 6 months. So I know I said a lot here, guys, but we're going to talk about traffic today. We're going to talk about Bing traffic. And if you guys ever wanted to set up a campaign on Bing, it literally takes 2 minutes. You give it a name, you put in your link to your business. They're going to say, what kind of keywords are you going to want to market, right? And if you're in the, like, let's say you're in the skincare business, right? You're going to say body skincare for keywords. Anyone that types in body skincare.
Well, Scott, why don't you just show people? Just show people how to set up an ad, or maybe even where they need to go.
Yeah, I'll just jump over to Bing and I'll show them exactly what I'm talking about. So that way there's really no confusion on the power of Bing. You see, most people, they go to Google. They don't even go to Bing. And, you know, that's cool, but I go to Bing when I'm looking for ideas on what people are selling. Okay, so when it comes to marketing, guys, a lot of people are offering, you know, in our niche is make money online, right? Make money online, or work from home, work at home.
Hey Scott, are you sharing your screen right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see it.
Your camera hasn't worked. We haven't seen you yet. So I thought it was going to be able to share the screen and be able to share it. Because
I can see the screen, all right?
You can see the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's just me. Never mind.
You just typed in "make money online."
Let me click on it and see what I can see. If you can see it, then you know what? Let me I guess let me ask Facebook and see see what we got over here. But yeah, no, keep going, man. Because if you can see you, then maybe it's just something on my end.
Okay, you might need to click on me, but that's cool. You know, there's our boxes on the bottom right, and you might need to click on me.
Yeah. No, just keep going. It's cool.
Okay, cool.
We'll survey to make sure.
All right, so we're on the Bing here, and Bing.com, and we just typed in "make money online." Now, the website that first came up that I'm looking at here is right here. It's under ads, and these are people paying for clicks, right? And hopefully you can get a work from home down to like average of 31 cents CPC, cost per click. And what I really appreciate about this ad is this person actually took the liberty of setting up their own domain. And so if you're gonna put together an ad, I recommend that you go set up your own domain. You don't, like, for example, if you sell a product called Skinny Body or Skinny Body Care, right? You wouldn't put their domain down here. You would go buy a domain that says, you know, lose weight in 3 days, or 7 pounds in 7 days. And that's exactly what this person did here, is they did profit in 7 days. So if you're going to think about doing any type of advertising, you need a .com, because this .com actually relates to your headline, right? Profit, work from home. It goes hand in hand. Now, I bet you that they're going to be sending me to a capture page, because you're going to want to build your list, right? Building your list is the most important thing that you could do. And that's what this person is doing here. And I've never seen this capture page before, but I really appreciate it. And what you'll notice on many capture pages is, you know, a large headline up top, right? Something that captures the eye. And I always like to start with a capture page that says free. Anything that says free is awesome, because you want to basically give them a free report, right, or a free video, something that they could get value for free, something that they could take away. And if you don't say free, then most of the time your conversions are going to go down. Okay, your conversions will go high if you start with free. So it'll say like free, earn money while you learn, right? And
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
right, and it'll say download free report. Yeah, and most of us are all connected, right, online. That's what I love about this community. We're all connected in one way or another. Now, he's also got Facebook comments down here. And these Facebook comments show like a testimonial. It shows proof of what you're doing. So what I would suggest you guys do, if you're going to set up a capture page, you might want to go to the Facebook group, right, that you're in, and take a screenshot. You know, take a screenshot and put it on your capture page, so it shows even more that, you know, it's like adding more trust to the process. Now, this is how I would start, guys. Is before I go and I think about setting up an ad, is I'll go type in keywords that I think that my audience would be typing. So, for example, if someone was going to do skincare, I would type in, you know, best skincare. Okay, and here are some ads right here. The ads are usually up top. These are called mainline ads, and then you have the sidebar ads right here on the right. Or you can scroll down, and you have ads down here as well, right? And so these are places that you would look for ideas on what people are selling. And most of the time, if someone keeps popping up, like for example, if I hit search again, and then search again, and the same person keeps popping up, I know that whatever they're selling, when I click on their ad, that it's actually converting for them, because they're paying, you know, over and over to be on the front page of Bing. Okay, and I know most of you here are for making money online, and I appreciate that. Basically, if you could understand that, like when I try to hand you a fish, right? You don't really know how to fish, but right now, this kind of process that I'm teaching right now is I'm teaching you how to fish, because if you want to sell anything on Bing, you need to go look at what's already selling. What are people already making money with on these keywords? And another example of getting keywords is the keywords that are relevant to best skincare are right here on the right, right? And even some of these are actual companies and products. And so what you would do is you would open up a notepad as you're doing your research, and then you would start saving the keywords that some other ideas that you would save, like the capture page headline, earn while you learn, right? That might be a great headline. So I would just type in headline, right, and then earn while you learn. Another thing that you guys want to be, you know, just keep out for is when you're doing ads and you're doing headlines and you're doing ad copy, you want to do capitals on each word, okay? Like you wouldn't do earn while you learn. You want to do a capital on each front of the letter, because it stands out more and it pops out more to the eye, which allows you to get higher click-through rates. Okay, this has been tested over and over. So this right here would be a good headline, and this is under 25 characters, right? The headline can only be 25 characters. I think that the ad body can only be 75 characters. And so that's what I do, guys, is anything that you want to sell. And I know a lot of people are in the weight loss, skincare, make money online, bodybuilding. I do a lot of bodybuilding stuff, right? I do a lot of bodybuilding offers. And
You did a lot of bodybuilding.
right, yeah. So that's what I do a lot of bodybuilding, and you're basically focusing on the buyer keywords and whatever keywords that get most of the traffic, right? Like for example, like skincare product is going to get 9 million something results, right? But if I type in skincare, that's going to get 11 million results. So the smaller the keyword, the more traffic. And a little tip here is when you put in your keywords, guys, you not only want to put skincare, but you also want to put another keyword, just skincare together, right? Because then that adds another whole stream of traffic in your keywords, okay, when you're adding them inside your Bing campaign. So that's another little trick, guys, is anytime you have a really high converting, a really traffic keyword, try to find out ways that you can kind of, modify a little bit, skincare, and then put a space here. And a lot of times, some people, they'll even put a dot skincare, when they go search for stuff. So that might be another stream of traffic as well. So the same goes for make money online. Make money online, right? And then you can just do make money. That might be a keyword. Or make money online. Some people accidentally type this in the search engine as thinking that they're going to a .com. But they're not really going to a .com. They're searching for it. You guys know how it is. Like it seems it happens with elderly people. Is that they use the search engine as a .com address bar when it should just be, they're just searching, but they're trying to do it as a stream of income.
I do that a lot with I did that a lot with ranking YouTube videos. I'll rank the website. So
right.
Yeah, here's a tip if you're ever in a business. One of the most profitable things you can do is rank your sales funnel. So yeah, if you look at like all the of our businesses, all the sales funnels, if you just take that and throw that into whatever, Google, Bing, my video is gonna pop up.
Mhm.
So that's some.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's golden nuggets. You guys need to take that and run with it right now.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah. So Bing, guys, let's just jump over to Bing real quick, the actual back office of Bing. I set up a new account just now just for training purposes, so I'm not showing my actual keywords and stuff, my stuff. Okay, so inside the back office of Bing, they actually have tools, right, that you can download that are for your benefit. And I recommend that you guys definitely get the intelligence tool and the Bing Ads Editor tool. And what these tools allow you to do is search the actual, okay, so like let's say you did your research, right, and you got all these keywords here. Well, what you can do now is if you have the Bing Ads Editor, or I mean the intelligence tool, now you can search on using your Excel file. Okay, so I'll open up an Excel file, and if you don't have Excel, don't worry about it, because actually inside Bing they have research keywords, which is pretty much the same thing. You can just put your keywords there and hit search, and then they have this here where it actually tells you the impressions, the clicks, the CTR. And honestly, guys, I'm really just looking at clicks, because clicks is most important. You could have a keyword that gets tons of impressions, but clicks to me is most important. So SkinCeuticals gets really good clicks, 2,000 clicks a month. So this is based on every 30 days process here. So that would definitely be a keyword that I would use, right? DHC skincare. For whatever reason, that might be a company, and it gives me a domain, DHC Skincare. So I would use that domain as well in my keyword.com, Murad's Skin Store. So this is how you guys can figure out which keywords you want to do, because if you scroll all the way down, I wouldn't use any of the keywords that get less than 100 clicks a month every 30 days. So all these keywords right here, I wouldn't even worry about. I wouldn't even put into my campaign. That's just the way I am, because a lot of these keywords, you know, they just don't get the traffic. So the more traffic, the more clicks, right, the less competitive it is. So, and that's important. Another thing is you could use this same process in the Bing Ads Editor tool, right? You just paste your keywords here, and then it's a little plugin up top. You guys see that plugin up here? And then you would do what you call keyword performance. Click on that, and then hit submit. And then here we go. It'll actually break it down right here in Excel which keywords do really well. So that's just a little tip for you guys when you're doing your research, because to me, research is most important, because when you go set up your campaign, homework and ready to go, where you got your domain, you know, you got your, you know, your .com, and you know the keywords, you know examples of ads, you know. So if we go to Bing.com, we type in make money online, we're going to find the ads that make a lot of sense to us. Like something like this, make money now, 40 a day. Like that wouldn't make sense, because that's for survey offers. Something like this might make sense. Work at home online jobs, or maybe not jobs. Let's just say make quick money. You know, make quick money, fast money online. You know, something like that, because the kind of work that we do isn't so much a work from home job. It's more like, you know, work from home job, but when people see job, they think, you know, they're like, I don't want a job, I just want to make fast money. You know, I just want to make quick money, right? Or make easy money, that kind of thing. Anything that you could use a number in your headline works really well. Guys, don't forget this. Even the magazines do this at the checkout line at Bonds, and you know, all the top, you know, magazines, they always have a number in their headlines. So anytime that you can do like top 3 or number 1, right? Number 1, and that means that you're like separating yourself out from everybody else, right? Number 1 or top 3, or you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And then that gets people to click more. Another thing that I just want to warn you guys of is when you're doing your ad, this is called the display URL, the display URL, right? This is what you want people to see. And I like to capitalize this here. Like I would do cash capital, like cash, I mean B capital, R capital. And then I wouldn't even put www. I would just put right here, cash, right, back. I would put that right there without doing the www. Like this person did HTTP. Only $2. This is a display link, so it's not. And the more you can make that pop out, the better.
Would you want to capitalize that too? Did you?
Not all of them. Just the beginning words. You know, like for example, I'll show you what. Yeah.
So outsource like that. Outsource dash net.
So
that pops nicely.
And right now, you know, and so basically, all of this is getting to Scott. I mean, people, you don't want people to see this. You just want $500 to stand out. Yep. You know, that's what you want to stand out. So really think about that. And that's the display. Over inside Bing real quick, and I'll show you how that works. So you just click on campaigns. You know, you're in here regularly. You click on search campaign, and you're doing the search in Content Network. The product ad campaign, guys, That's for when you want to sell physical products. Like let's say you're doing skincare and you want like your actual like lipstick to show up on the far right hand side, right? That's what that is all about. And we don't do that. So like for example, type in body scrubs. I'll type it in again.
Let me ask you something, Scott. Could you sell a?
Here's a product ad right here.
Could you
They
sell
have an
a
image.
digital product in that?
Yeah.
You know how people have their, you know, they have their. It looks like a book or it looks like a CD that they made like for their own product. Could you do that and then have it in a physical?
Yeah. So you could say like a free book and then have your book, a picture of your book right here. You know,
Yeah.
so this is definitely a new, unexploited way of doing ads on Bing. And as you can see here, I typed in body scrub like 4 times before this actually popped up. So product ads are not used as much, and you actually have to set up a little store inside Bing, which isn't that hard, but it can be done. Really, you just gotta call them up. They're like separate. That's why people don't do it, but it works.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so but right now we all do what you call search and content. Okay. And when you scroll down, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the display URL and destination URL. When you take this $500, you put that right there, display, and then you could have your destination be anything. Could be, you know, $500 and then / you know, whatever your capture page is. Okay, like for example, I'm running a credit loan offer right now on Bing. Okay, and I have different capture pages that I'm testing, but I would put this longer link in the destination URL, and then in the regular URL, I would capital bank rate creditloan.com. I'd capital each word like that. So that's what I'm sharing with you here, guys. The destination URL could be a longer URL, but this needs to be short, capitalized, and sweet.
Scott, I've got a question. Would you recommend still to get a domain name, even though you can put whatever you like, can't you, in the display URL?
What are you want something that's congruent? Like if you tell people you're going to send them here, see, a lot of people that are searching for what you have, and they see your display URL, they won't even click on your ad. They'll just go straight to your display URL. They'll open up a new window and they'll go to your URL.
Right, so they can see it in the bar.
Yeah, well, yeah, they'll see this,
Yeah.
and they'll just open up a new tab and they'll type it in. And I know this for a fact because I'll get like over 150 clicks just from people typing in this domain without clicking on it, which is totally amazing. So that's why I recommend you guys just go to GoDaddy and get get a domain that's relevant to your keywords, right? So if you're doing like if you're going to Bing, right, Bing.com, and you do like make money or bad credit loan, you want to find which keyword looks really cool that you could do for your domain. So that's how I do my domains, is I figure out which is a really good keyword that people are typing in, and then I attach that to my domain. You get domains for $1, $1.
So Scott, you're basically saying that, like, so when they actually click on the display URL and then they go to the actual website, you want that to be congruent with what the display URL was saying. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like let's say if you do like let's just say badcredit.com, right? People will go to that domain without clicking on it. They'll see it in the display and they'll go to it. They'll type it in the tab without clicking on it.
Oh, so if you click on the display URL, it forwards. But if you copy and paste it into a different one, it's not going to forward to your ad.
Right, yeah, yeah. People like you got
That's
to
right.
imagine your ad is being shown on all these different search engines, not just Bing. It could be multiple search engines, and people they like to just look at the URL and then go there. A, a lot
Right.
of
So what you're saying is if your display URL is badcredit.com, right? And then
yeah,
they take that and put it into a different thing.
and you
It's
don't
not
own
gonna.
that, it's going to go somewhere else. Yeah.
Uh, no.
You wouldn't expect people to do that, though, would you? You wouldn't
No, you would not. Yeah,
expect them
totally
to
not.
click on the ad.
Yeah, you would totally think that they would click. Yeah, so
Ah, that is yes.
no,
Okay.
yeah,
See now that
you
makes
get like an extra 100 clicks a month at least from, and it's free traffic, free. You're not even
Yeah,
paying for the clicks because
they're
it's
not
being
clicking
shown.
on
oh
it.
yeah.
No, because they're looking at it and then they're going to it. So the way I do it, guys, is I take like the best keyword that's getting the most clicks. Like for example, the skincare thing, we had up earlier. Um, the one that was getting the most clicks was SkinCeuticals. So I would get creative with it and find something that I can attach with this word here, like best SkinCeuticals or something like that, right? Or you know what I mean? Take what's already getting clicked on and turn it into a .com.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Uh, but that okay. I get it now.
Okay. A lot of people are marketing the iPass. iPass. 2. I think it comes up with iPad. So iPass, make money online.
Hmm.
Not sure if people have ads for this. Like I know they got a lot of blog posts, but man, yeah. So if you wanted to, market iPass, you wouldn't use their domain because you would be sending them traffic. You know,
Mhm.
Right.
you'd create your own .com.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I mean, there's lots of little. When you set this up, uh, you want to do. There's different keyword types as well, and there's a tool that I use called Smart Text Mechanic.com. And what I use it for is to create different match types because Bing has different match types just like with any search engine. There's a broad match type, there is phrase, and there is exact. And exact is usually the best and the cheapest a lot of the times. But I do all of them because you never know which one's going to perform the best. And the way that I do that is I use this tool over here called Add Prefix and Suffix. So let me show you how it works. So if I just took, let's say these keywords right here. Let's just do these 3 keywords, right? If I just took these and I went into Bing and I pasted them right here, I just click on Add, I paste them there, click on Add. They're going to show up as broad. You guys see that? Broad.
Yep.
But when you're doing a long list of keywords, you want to just do it right away. You want to do it quick. So it's this little prefix. I don't know what it's called, um, but it just like if you're putting in quotation marks, right? And you hit Add, and then now I have phrase in there. And I know if I'm only doing like 5 keywords, I can do it without. I just click and do exact, and make them all exact, in broad. You can do it that way, of course, but I'm loading at least 100, and I don't have time to do that. So this is a little shortcut tool to do what I'm showing you. So this is the exact way. This is for the exact keyword that's got a little bracket on the end.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah,
the tool that you were just showing.
So I like to do all three.
Scott, what's that tool called?
It's called Text Mechanic.
Text Mechanic.
Text Mechanic. Your text manipulation tool, right? Cool tool.
Man, I needed that for some of a list that I was exporting the other day. I need to get rid of a bunch of quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. So the thing is, guys, is once you get your campaign going, you're logging in like every 6 hours, and you're looking at your impressions. Okay, this is very important because you want to get your whole campaign matters. It's just because, like, let's say you have 100 keywords, right, and only 20 of them are doing great. You don't need those other 80 if 20 of them are doing terrible, then you delete them. And the only way that you're going to know to delete them is by how many impressions that they're getting. So, like, let's say this keyword right here got 200 impressions and no clicks. No clicks at all. I usually just straight delete it out of my campaign because I don't want them in my campaign because it actually hurts the overall quality of the campaign. So that's why you need to look at impressions, and you go to the keyword section and click on the downward thing, and it'll show you which one's getting the most impressions. So you'll have keywords that'll get like 50 impressions and like 5 clicks, and that will be a high CTR, and that's good. So you leave that one running, and you actually exploit that one. You want to maybe up the budget on that keyword, right? Go up on the bidding. But the ones that are getting lots of impressions but no clicks, you just delete. So that's why I do exact, phrase, and broad, because you never know which one's going to perform. So I guess the main thing is, what do you guys want to sell? You know, what niche do you want to go into? You know, what I see why a lot of people fail is because they don't really have an idea on what's already selling, right? They just kind of have an idea in their head, yeah, I think this will work. Well, if you don't go and do research, how do you know if it's working or not? Because when I'm researching and I want to sell and make money on Facebook, I'll go to some of these top fan pages and I'll look at their wall and I'll see, oh, this person's selling a handbag. This person's selling a bracelet. Where'd they get this bracelet? Oh, it's on Amazon. Okay, I can become an affiliate on Amazon. I can actually sell that same bracelet. You know, and then you look at what's being engaged and what's not being engaged. And then you take these variables and now you have a strategy. You're not like, you know, shooting, you know, in the dark, right? You're actually shooting in crystal daylight out, and you know exactly what you're doing, exactly what's working. And so really take time to build the foundation on what you want to sell before you go out there and just start placing ads and wasting money, right? And that right there is the main thing, guys, is really learning how to fish. And then once you know how to set up a profitable campaign, you can actually transfer the same campaign onto Facebook. I mean, literally, if you have a high converting campaign on Bing, you would use the same headlines on Facebook. You would target the same audience on Bing. So Facebook actually goes hand in hand with Bing to me, because I actually use tools on Bing that work for me on Facebook, and I actually use the audience insights on Facebook to get ideas for my Bing campaigns, like the demographics, right? I mean, it's just incredible, like how these two go hand in hand for me, and I really appreciate this opportunity right now. You guys literally have an opportunity to go to these two traffic sources and start making money from all these different ends.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can finally see you. Like,
Okay.
I'm over on the YouTube video, like watching it, like in a 10-second delay, going, okay, I'm like trying to put together your words, and I'm like,
Right.
but we're back. All right, dude, that was awesome. So much value there. Thank you so much, Scott.
You bet, bro. Take it away.
Awesome. So, what time is it? Okay, wow, we've
I'm going nearly an hour.
perfect, perfect. All right, so this is what we do, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to our, and you want to stay to the end because we got a bonus here coming up. What we do is we do webinars. We do two-part webinars, and so we do. This was really I wanted Scott to come on and Matt to come on for my team. So all this right here, you got for free. It was like free value that we kind of like snuck you in on. Like it was really just like you weren't supposed to see what you just saw, right? This was just for my team. This was just for a few people that have already, that are high-end buyers that I really work with on a close, that have paid me thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And so you got in, and so if you feel right now, imagine you just got into like the Grammys, like backstage, and you're like watching the Grammys from backstage, and you just watched whoever played yesterday, which I didn't watch it at all. So I'm just bringing up things that happened yesterday. But if you can imagine just getting into a concert that costs a ton of money, you just did that. You just got a bunch of value. And what we want to do is we want to actually increase that value even more for the people that actually are serious about taking things to the next level. So if you want to see more advanced training, if you want to see exactly some of the keywords that we use that are getting tons and tons of traffic, tons and tons of leads, tons and tons of sales, ways of that you could actually start with Bing, actually get for free. You could actually advertise and play with the platform and learn how to tweak and get campaigns running and not actually have to take money out of your pocket till you get something that's working for you, right? And so we're going to actually teach you how to do that. This is what you have to do. You have to click the button below. If you're already in iPass, you don't have to click below and watch the video and get started and all that stuff. What you want to do is connect with the person that sent you here. So if it was Matt, if it was somebody on my team, you want to connect with them. Say, hey, I'm looking to, So if you're already in iPass, connect with them and say, hey, I need to get that. And what they're going to do is they're going to send you their email, and you're going to shoot over $7. That's it. That's all we're asking for is $7. If you're already in iPass. Now, if you're not in iPass, what you do is you just click below. You watch the free video that's going to teach you how the system we use, that I use just this week, in the last 7 days, to make over $5,000 of disclosure. Obviously, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to make over $5,000 ever, really, because I don't know if you're going to take action, right? If you're going to take action, because it's really up to you on to seize this moment right now and get this training. You can promote anything. I don't care what you want to promote. But all you have to do is click the link below, watch the video, and take the $7 trial and get started. And then what will happen is I'm going to connect with me on Facebook. Say, hey, Chad, I just signed up for this team. Or you're going to get an email as soon as you sign up, as soon as you finish the buying process. So do this right now. So go ahead, click there, because it's going to take 6 minutes for you to watch the video so you can buy. And then you can, so just say, hey, I'm buying it right now, or whatever, or send me a message on Facebook, or whoever is sent you here, right? Or respond to the email and say, hey, I want to get into the advanced training, and I'll see, yeah, you just signed up, okay, great, and I'll get an email saying, congratulations, you just made the change. And I will shoot you over the link. We're going to put that together right now for the advanced training. We're going to go through this advanced training I'm super pumped about because I'm learning so much. if you learn something from this basic training, you're gonna learn something on this next training. I'm asking to share some stuff on how he's getting a 3 to 5 cent like clicks on Bing in the exact niche in home in making money from home. So go ahead and click our link below, watch the free video, get started, and what I'll do is, Scott, why don't you tell maybe some of the things that you're going to be sharing on the advanced training? I'm going to get some water before I choke them. Yeah.
Well, I'm not someone that I've mastered what I've mastered, and I'm going to be giving you some examples on what's working for me and what's working for my students. And I think that's what's going to be awesome for you guys, is you'll be able to see real life examples of how ads start that go through a sales funnel, how to actually get your affiliate links, okay? And it works, doesn't cost you anything, and really get a good idea on what kind of ads you want to place and what kind of opportunities are right at your fingertips that you didn't even know about, right? Really open up Pandora's box when it comes to the networks that are available to you, the offers that are right there to get your affiliate links, and I'll show you how to set up a .com for $1. We'll walk through the process. Chad might even pop on lead pages and show you how he puts up a lead page within like 5 minutes and connects it to his, gets everything going, and then going and actually placing the ads. So we'll show you how to get on the network, get your domain, get your capture page, and give you some real life examples of what's working, right, and what's converting for us. But you're going to want to be interested in, you're passionate about, right? Like if you like cycling and road biking, if you wanted to go, right, you want to go into something that you'd have somewhat interest in. So you're not like trying to pull your teeth out to make this work. You're actually like, man, I know what these people are thinking because I'm one of those people. I'm a cyclist. And so that's what I'm advising you to do, is until we get on, until we see each other again, until you pull out your credit card and get started for $7 and see you on the next webinar, make sure that you actually start thinking about the things that you learned today, so you have an idea on the vision that you want for your business on the next webinar. And that way you can have, you're ready, and you'll be ready mentally and ready to go. So I think that's going to be a lot of value on the next webinar.
Yes.
Got to take action.
Matt, why don't you accomplish and what you taking action has gotten you, and like maybe some of the results, some of the secrets that you'll be sharing on the next webinar.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say Scott's training was awesome, and it's humbled me, because my strategy is a lot simpler, and it's quite a basic strategy. I have a list of set keywords, and what I do, I try and create 2 or 3 Bing campaigns each day, and as Scott will confirm, it doesn't take much time to create a Bing campaign once you're used to doing it. Literally just a few minutes, and I just literally I target different businesses, and I siphon traffic from traffic going to these different businesses, and I just replace all my keywords with that primary keyword, and I just knock these. I'm a numbers guy, so I just like knocking these campaigns out, and let the 80-20 rule, kick in. So I've got up to, I'm approaching around 50 clicks per day now. I only started a few weeks ago, focusing on Bing. So yeah, I'm excited, because I know I'm just getting started, really. And I'm just excited to see my numbers going up each day.
There we go.
Great. Sounds like you got an awesome strategy that you're exploiting on.
Yeah, so that's the crazy thing about Bing. It's like there's so many ways you can kind of play with it, and certain like I keep on finding like new like ways to. I hate using the word exploit, but I guess you're exploiting. There's little tricks. There's so much. There's like little things you can do with Bing that'll just drastically change the results. If you just go off and you go, I'm going to create a Bing campaign on your own, and you don't know like a couple of things, you'll be paying a ridiculous amount for advertising. Maybe you'll even get. There's actually. I had a friend. He was getting 100 clicks a day, but then when he looked on his actual capture page, he wasn't getting any actual traffic. And so, like he called Bing up. He's like, "Hey, what the hell is going on? I'm pissed. This and that. You know, why am I not getting this traffic? It said I paid for it, but it didn't actually go to my capture page." And they're like, "Oh, we know about it, and this is this and this and this is the problem. You just need to do this, and this will happen. You won't get any of that bad traffic anymore, and it will you'll get the good traffic, right?" And so there's people out there that if you use Bing wrong, if you don't know the tricks, if you don't know the things that to look for, you'll get clicks that aren't even real. They're either phantom clicks, and so you just really have to be careful. You have to know the ins and outs. So I highly recommend um, not to jump in to Bing unless you have been on this next webinar that we're going to be doing. So it's yes, you learned a lot, and if you're already doing Bing, you could take what and you're having success with it. Um, you could take what we learned on this free training and up your results. But this next one is especially going to be for people that have never done it, and they've never even maybe known how to drive traffic. We want to actually walk you through the process of what you need to do to make sure that you're getting quality traffic, how you get free advertising from Bing. And I know Scott, I was on a webinar with Scott not so long ago. He was, and maybe this is still good. Hopefully, I know there's definitely a way to get $50 of free traffic from Bing right off the bat. So like, bam, you can get started and you don't have to pay for your traffic. I highly recommend everybody to get on there and test it. We're going to teach you how to put that $50 and actually make money for you. So you're actually in the positive. You don't even have to come out of your pocket. You don't even have to whip out. I mean, your credit card just it can stay in your pocket for the advertising. We're paying for it essentially. So you want to jump in, you want to get in right now, and just go ahead and jump in so we can share all this value with you. So I'm really excited.
Me too. Very much so. So let's keep this going, guys. Let's keep the action taken on the rise, and we'll see you on the next webinar. I'm sure it's going to be well worth your time and money, and hopefully you'll be there live so you can ask questions. And I think that that's where you're going to get most of your value is get your account set up, get some ideas going, and bring your notepad and ask some good questions so you can get the help that you need.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm going to hit the start on this new one. So you are going to want to click below and get started, and you don't want to miss out on this training. If you do for some reason buy now and you decide, I'll get you the link later, but like Scott said, you want to be on live to ask questions, you'll be in our team Facebook group, and I'll throw Scott in there. He's in that's the cool thing is we're not in the exact same team, but because we're in cross lines and we still communicate and we still just are there for each other, and that's what's really cool is that we're here to see you guys succeed. We want you to have as much success as possible. So go ahead, click the link below, go ahead and he said, let me tell you guys a real quick story about how I got started online. I was sitting in a sales office and I'm listening to this guy talk about how he's making all this money. He's making like $1 million a year doing running these sales offices. And I'm sitting there, and you could tell he had the money, but he wasn't happy. And ever since I got started in network marketing like a long, long time ago, I had that dream of being able to build a business from wherever in the world, be able to sink my toes in the sand, and have the lifestyle that I've always wanted. Um, but the thing is network marketing doesn't give you that. It really doesn't. Like a traditional go to a meeting, people, one of my mentors said something the other day. He said, a home business that you're never in your home. And there's a lot of those where you're in one of these businesses that are supposed to be home businesses, but you're not actually ever at home. And so what we teach you is to be able to run your business from anywhere in the world. I don't care if you live in Asia. I don't care if you live in South America. I don't care if you live in Europe. Like Matt there, he is over in the UK, and it doesn't matter where you live. It's anywhere in the world you can run your business. So if you don't like the climate that you're in, you're not a tree, right? So if you're in the north and you're freezing your ass off, you can move to California like me. You're not a tree. You're not stuck. You don't have you don't have to stay where you are. And so going
And
back to this quick story, um, I'm sitting there in this office and I had this flush feeling in my body. It just went through me. I could just feel, and I was like, I almost was ill, but like inspired because I knew I could do something about it. This guy, I didn't want to go where he was. He had to drive from Tampa to Orlando every day. That was like a 2-hour drive and then 2 hours back. And you could tell he had the money, but he didn't have the lifestyle. He couldn't just go on vacation whenever he wanted because our office wouldn't run itself. And so I left there. I actually called my boss. I quit that same day, and I went back, and I only had $150 in my bank account at the time, and I took that money and I got started in my business, and I actually sat in a hotel room, and because they kicked me out. I had housing that they paid for, but they kicked me out of that. I had to go get a hotel, and so got a hotel, and I took that money and I got started and I just put my head down and just ran with the team that I knew was going to help me have success online finally. And I just ran with it, and I had my first, $500, and then I made my first $1,000. I started leveraging that, and then I finally took my business seriously, and I got all the products, and I leveraged that into an $8,000 month, and a $12,000 month, and I just kept on rolling, and over again, and just kept on. That really launched my business at that time. Obviously, income disclosure, we're not guaranteeing that you're going to make any money here. Um, if you don't take action, I made a really great post today. I said, there's a lot of people out there, they want to get out of their jobs. They feel like they're in the rat race. They have to drive, to work every day. And they can't pee when they want to. They can't go on lunch when they want to. They can't do what they want. They can't live the way they want to live. And I said, I can show you how to get out of your job. And I listed these things do every if you did those every day for the next 90 days, I almost guaranteeing it because I really don't know how you'd have to prove to me that you did all this. I want to almost guarantee that you wouldn't have a job anymore if you followed the steps that I showed on my wall. And this is part of it. This Bing training is part of that steps. And so I made a decision just to do whatever it took. And you can do that too. So click the link below, watch the video, get started, and I'm looking forward to hooking up with you on the next video. So we're gonna get off here. Thank you so much for being on here, and looking forward to seeing you on the advanced.
And guys, if I can just say something quick, Chad. If you're sitting on the fence, if you've been looking for that thing that's gonna, get you started, the time is over for sitting on the fence. We're gonna show you how to get your business online started with a blast, but you're gonna need your credit card. It's just $7. So you pull out your credit card, hit that button, and we'll see you in the next training session.
All right, I'm shooting you the link. I'm shooting you the link right now, Matt, and I'm shooting one to Scott, and then we'll be over there in 2 seconds. So everybody, hurry up and get on to the next one. Make this quick. Shoot me a message, Matt, so I can do this for you.